It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. So yes, it must be screen time. Stream time even. Hi folks, and welcome to World of Warcraft Classic. So this is probably going to be the final episode of the favourite games streams. I've done quite a lot of my favourite games now, and I'm going to end on what I would class as my favourite game of all time. I've definitely got more hours in this game than in any other game ever in the world. The unfortunate thing is the play time on Warcraft is character based, and because I've played many characters on many different servers, I've got no way of collating how many hours it is altogether, but I can guarantee it is a lot. So, first of all, let's have a look and quickly see who's in chat. I want to kind of rush through it. So if anybody's actually said anything important, I don't want to go through and read out because it takes like half an hour. So if there's something important, please put it back in later on in the chat and we'll see if we can pick it up. Right, first of all, first in the stream was Nusher. Congratulations, Nusher. Ian Ogg is second and Robert Mannix was third. Excellent. Congratulations, people. Griznak, good to see you. Bandy B, good to see you. Rex Havoc, good to see you. Six Badges, good to see you. DC Weston, good to see you. Beck the Tinkerbot, good to see you. Yakorob1, good to see you. Orban86X, good to see you. Soren Hansen, good to see you. Audu Gaming, good to see you. Bulwark, good to see you. Zeros, good to see you. Athian, good to see you. There we go. Right, so there's a lot of chat in there, and if there's anything important, please just repost it, because I want to get moving. I don't want to spend all the time just saying hello to everyone. I want to get moving. But before we do that, I've got two more giveaways this time. So again, the first giveaway is a Conan DLC. It's a Steam DLC. So let me just get this going. There will be a bizarre item later on that is for everybody, including what you call console people. That works for them too. So this is a Steam key for that DLC. We're going to end it at let's end it at 9 o'clock. Okay, one winner. I'm going to put it in the giveaways channel. So as before, I guess most people know about this now. YouTube is really bad for giveaways, so I'm going to do the giveaway in my Discord. There should be a link in the description of the video. If you haven't already joined Discord, go to the giveaways channel and hit the button. And the giveaway is for the Jewel of the West DLC. Another one of the really nice looking DLCs, some good building kit. I seem to remember there's an awful lot of nice statues in there and some pretty cool armour as well. So we're doing that DLC giveaway today. If you haven't got that, or if you know somebody who hasn't got it and you can win it for them, as long as it's a Steam PC, hit the button, it's free, we'll give it away, all good. Right, let's switch that off. Back to the game. So yes, Warcraft Classic. Warcraft is one of those games that, for those who don't know, they keep putting updates out of it, and as the updates they keep adding stuff to it and adding stuff to it, and it got to the point where I didn't like the game anymore. Then I found out that there was private servers that you could play the original vanilla version on, and I played a lot on that. And then Blizzard caught on and went, okay, people actually want to do this, and they put out what they called Warcraft Classic, which was starting the game back at the start again, right at the very first version, or as close to the first version as they could. This isn't actually it. This is actually Turtle WoW, which is a Classic Plus server, a private server that's WoW Classic with sprinkles, shall we say. They've added a little bit of extra quests, they've added in some new dungeons and I think some new raids and stuff like that, but all still keeping very much in the WoW Classic theme and not going off to the higher levels. So we're going to be playing on that today. So I don't have my original characters here, but this character here, this was the very first character. Angar started out as a night elf hunter who looked exactly like this, and this is a recreation of the original Angar character, the first thing I ever did that was called Angar. Has that giveaway not come through again? Are we having the same problem as we had last time? Oh, error, unauthorized. What's going on? This happened last time as well. It's not working. Let me try that again. Just realised there was no error XL coming up. Let me see. What's going on? That's weird. Let's try that again. So today, 9 o'clock. Okay, that. And one giveaway on the giveaway channel. Unauthorized. This is very strange. Right, let me log out of that. And let me log back in again. Sorry about this, people. Not sure what's going on with this. Log in. Go to my Discord. The modules, go to giveaway. To create a giveaway. Type this in again. Prize details 1, Steam key for that DLC. It'll end at 9 o'clock. It'll be one winner in the giveaways channel giveaway. Okay, that worked. And it's showing up now. Cool. Yeah, so that was the very first Angar character. I've got a few other characters here. Some of these are just to reserve the name, basically. I've also been playing an Orc Hunter. Hunter is probably my favourite class, although in WoW Classic I mained a Shaman. In the original one I also mained a Druid Healer. I've thought about it a lot. I wanted to play the Hunter, but the problem with the Hunter is one of the classes that doesn't really kick into their own until they get to level 10. At level 10 you learn to have a pet, and the Hunter class changes for the better massively. We're not going to be able to get to level 10 today, so I thought, oh, that's no good. So I thought I'll go with the Shaman class, because that is a class that you do get some... Oh, as I disconnect from the server, you do get some quests, class-specific quests, early on. Log back in again. So we're going to start off with Rhaegar. Rhaegar is an actual famous character within, a shaman within the WoW lore. I've just put the double AR on the end of it. So let's enter the world.
Long ago, the Orcish horde was corrupted by the Burning Legion and lured to the world of Azeroth. For generations, the Orcs made war upon the human kingdoms of Stormwind and Lordaeron. Though the horde was ultimately defeated, a visionary young war chief named Thrall rose to lead his people in their darkest hour. Under Thrall's rule, the Orcs freed themselves from the chains of demonic corruption and embraced their shamanistic heritage. After years of wandering, the Orcs founded their own kingdom in the harsh wastelands of Durotar. Based in the warrior city of Orgrimmar, they stand ready to destroy all who would challenge their supremacy. As a proud defender of Durotar, it is your duty to crush your enemies, both seen and unseen. For the nefarious agents of the Burning Legion still wander the land.
Okay, there we go. We have a bunch of brand new characters all on top of each other. there. That's one thing about the server, is that there's new people playing all the time. It's always pretty busy. Right, let me have a quick look, see... see... Ian says he was addicted to this for years. Me too, me too. Beck's saying, it's an old game, I played it once but could never get into it. That's understandable. It is a very old school game, so unlike the other multiplayer games that we've played during this series, there is very little in the way of skill required to level up on what did we play? Star Wars: The Old Republic and ESO. That you're pretty much, you can just spam buttons and you've got to kill things. And whereas this game, if you were to take on more than one mob that's higher than your level, you're pretty much going to die. It's a bit more restricted, but also you get that sense of achievement of, you get that every little level that you get a little bit more power, a little more ability, and you get a little bit stronger, and it just makes you feel good. So it's a pretty chill leveling process. There's a lot of it. It takes, if you're not super rushing, it takes about 9 full days, 8.5 to 9 full days to get to max level, which is, what's that, 200 plus hours? Easily 200 plus hours to get to max level, and then at that point in time you can then start doing the harder level dungeons and getting your pre-raid best in slot gear, and then you can start working your way through the raids if you can get into them. So there's a lot of gameplay involved in this, a lot of gameplay. And yeah, and because I'm an altaholic, I have alts on every server, so I like to play lots of different characters. So I have lots of them. How do you say, just putting it out there, but does anyone hate marzipan but love Bakewell tarts? I love marzipan. I really love marzipan. Let's see. Orban saying, wow, first character was an undead warlock called Samuel. Created him in 05, I think. He's still around, but when I play these days, definitely prefer classic versus standard. Yes. I really lost interest in the game with the current retail stuff that's going on. It's that whole thing of death by 1,000 cuts. You just slowly make lots and lots of changes to it, and then you lose the essence of what was great in the game. Something I am always concerned about with Conan. Conan has changed quite a lot over the years, and it's just like, don't change it too much. There was a reason why we liked it, why it was good. Draz saying, love classic WoW, but trying not to play it anymore, as trying to raid is a nightmare at the period of life I find it. Well, raiding is definitely a nightmare, yeah, because in classic WoW it's 40-man raids, so you have to get 40 people together, and basically the majority of them have to know what they're doing. They have to have the right gear, the right consumables and stuff. During my hardcore days, when I was raiding it properly in classic, I was spending like all week getting all the materials. I would raid twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and in between that I was gathering materials for flasks and potions and all the other stuff that you needed. But yeah, raiding is fun, but it's difficult to get 40 people together that can do it. Andy B said, played WoW for many years, also an elf hunter, but has negative points. How it draws people in with the grind. I've seen good people waste so much on the WoW crack. Yes, indeed. Need to be careful. Audi says he knew a woman who once divorced her husband because of this game. Out of Death, hi, good to see you. Bulwark saying, probably many guys got divorced because of this game. Sesame said, wow, it's the most addictive game I've ever played. I'm scared to return to classic WoW. Marco Petrovich saying, thank you for all the Conan fun over the past year. Surprised to see you playing WoW, quite unusual. I've spent 10 plus years at Walk, which is Wrath of the Lich King, playing PvP. Interesting. Heard of at least one person has died playing the game for too long, says Gruznak. 20 hours a week to get 10 pots for a 2 to 3 hour raid. Well, that's quite possible. So yeah, I definitely won't be going back to that again. I won't be going back to the raiding, but just the leveling process is such good fun. Right, here we go. Let's get started.
Lok'tar
Your place in the world. Finally, you are aged, Rhaegar, of age to battle in the name of the Horde, to conquer for the glory of the War Chief. Yes. Kaltuk looks you over. You will do nicely. No doubt you will wish to find a great dragon or demon and strangle it with your bare hands, but perhaps it would be wise to start on something less dangerous. Report to Gornek. You should be able to assign a task better suited to your young shaman. You will find Gornek in the den to the west. Speak with Gornek over there. So he... Oh, I have to accept that.
May your blades never dull.
Oh, that arrow comes up. Let's see, how do I get rid of that again? That one? Setting. Nope, missed. Settings. I don't want that root arrow. Is it that one? Save and close. Yep, that's it. It's going away. No, it's not. It's come back again. How do I get rid of that? This is a questing add-on that helps you point out where quests are on your map and stuff like that. Enable quest tracker. What's the arrow? I don't want that. Show arrow along routes. Is it that one? No, it's just on your map. Which one is it? Enable map quest tracker logs. Is it that one? I think I might have got rid of the whole quest tracker. Right. Place in the world, complete that quest. So the next one, he wants me to go and kill 10 mottled boars and return to Gornek at the den, and we can then get some boots or gloves. Yeah, I've got rid of the whole quest tracker, which is not what I wanted to do. So quest tracker on. Tooltips level on quest. Map and mini map. No, it's not that. Questing. I don't know. I don't know. Right, show navigation arrows. Switch that off. Save and close. Okay. Let's go. Right, so we have to kill some mottled boars. Over here. So these are my spells. So I've got a what's that called? Racial Blood Fury. So I can hit that. It's got a 2-minute cooldown and increase my attack power by 2. Don't use that very often. It's just a get out of jail moment. We've got a heal. I'll move that over here. We've got a lightning. We've got hit with our attack, basic attack, and at the moment we've only got one spell, which is a lightning bolt. We're a shaman. We work with the power of the earth, so everything, all our spells are earth, water, air type based. Right, so let's cast a lightning bolt. There's another lightning bolt, and then we'll hit it down. Oh, I need to move this. Unlock the frame, move that, and let's move it here so it's easier to see what's going on. And if I pick my target one, lock that, do I have to do it myself? Unlock that frame, move that down here, and then lock that so I can see my target and my health and stuff like that. Right, let's go again. We've got a little bit, got quite a lot of XP for that one boar. The thing to do is always front load your spells, because your mana will start regenning I think 5 seconds after you cast your last spell. So cast your spell, use up your mana, and then melee them down to end it. Meanwhile your mana will return, ready to go on to the next one. We've only got the one spell at the moment, but that'll soon go up. It resisted that one. For a Horde player, this music brings back many, many memories, says Sesame. Music on repeat. Loop music. Let's just keep the music going. Oh, hit that one. It says, Ian, there are many bizarre stories in this game. I guess because so many people played it was bound for something crazy to happen. Yeah, there was huge numbers. I think at its peak, which would have been around about Lich King, it was something like 10 million concurrent subscriptions. That's that. And melee them down. What we've got, that's 5. We'll get them as max distance as possible so we can get as many of these cast. We don't really have the mana to cast many more than 3. There you go, down you go. Kill them. It says, Valley of the Strength. This is the Horde, Orc and Troll starting area. The Tauren, there's 4 races in the Horde. The Orc, the Trolls, the Tauren, which are big like bull men kind of thing, which they have a different starting area, and the Undead, which have another starting area. There we go. Ding, level 2. So our level 2, we've got some more hit points, some more mana, our strength, stamina, intellect and spirit all increased a little bit as well. We've got 80 mana now, so we can cast a bit more spells. Spirit makes our mana regen faster. There's a warrior. Don't want to get those ones that are respawning right next to us because we want to have a bit of distance. That's 9 we've got out of 10, so this is the last one. Dra says, I see Blizzard have banned a fair few combat add-ons for retail. Okay. Gruesnat says, my first character was a Tauren warrior. 5 minutes later I saw a hunter and I thought, yep, I'm changing. Yeah, I picked hunter as my first class. That's the one I fancied most. Leveled that all the way up to 80 it was, because it was during Wrath of the Lich King I started playing. And then while I was playing that one and could start raiding with the guild in that one, oh, tragedy has occurred. So this game, this version has a hardcore mode where you can enable a hardcore that if you die, it's a permadeath. You die, it's gone. And this character at level 60 drowned in Stormwind Harbour. So that the announcements get sent out every 10 levels as the level of how they're doing, and then if they die. So that's a level 6, go all the way to max level and has drowned in Stormwind Harbour. I'm guessing they must have done that on purpose. Lots of chat. That's a bit strange. Because Stormwind Harbour is the friendly zone for the Alliance. It's the sort of Alliance capital city. Right, I'm going to come here. I'm going to speak to this guy and I'm going to sell these tusks and hides that I've collected. Keep the food in the water right now, because we need a little bit of coin to learn spells with. Let's go hand this in.
Blood and thunder.
Right. So we've done what we needed to do. We get to choose soft wool boots. So as a shaman,
Go with honor.
if I can bring up my class here, there's my class skills. I've got weapon skills, armor proficiency. So I can wear cloth or leather armor, and I can equip a shield if I need to. At level 40, I'll learn mail, but I'll never be able to wear plate armor. That's for bigger, stronger people. So, cloth and leather armor. We have the choice of a cloth boots, which gives 7 armor, or leather gloves, which gives 21 armor. So we're going to take
Go
that.
forth to victory.
He's got another quest for us. He's got 2 quests. He wants us to go and kill 10 scorpid, or kill scorpids and get worker tails. Okay. And we need a rune and scribe parchment, which is going to send us off to the shaman trainer. Read the parchment and speak to the Shruthlurk. Okay. They are just out here. This is where we'll learn all our new skills from, the shaman trainers.
Greetings.
Usually every second level, every even level, 2, 4, 6, or something to learn. So, once do you join? So that's somebody spam inviting me to a guild, so I'm going to decline that. So you've arrived. I was beginning to wonder when you would show yourself. I set the parchment some time ago. I wasn't sure if I had arrived, but enough chatter. You're here because you have been chosen to lead the spiritual lives of our people. Hand that in. You'll be the conduit in which the ancestors communicate. You will have the power of the elements at your beck and call. Sundering your enemies will be child's play. Healing your allies is as easy as breathing. Keep these things in mind as you face new challenges, and come back to me as often as you'd like. I will remain here to teach you new spells and set you on the correct path when you are ready. Okay.
Go with honor.
We speak to her, we can now learn new spells. So all that's available at the moment at level 2 is Rock Biter Weapon, which is imbue a buff on our weapon, which will cause threat to be increased and our attack power to go up by 29. So we needed 10 copper to learn that, which is why I sold that stuff. These other stuff is at level 4, level 6, level 6, level 8. So we'll have to come back at level 4 to earn the next spell.
To victory.
So if I go to our spell book, which is P, there's 3 classes we can be as a shaman. Elemental, which is a caster ability, like our lightning bolt. Enhancement, which is a melee ability, where we'll be a melee fighter with either one-hander or two-handers. Or restoration, which is the healing spec. So this is called a hybrid class. We can do heal and damage. We can actually also do a bit of tanking, because this does threat. We have several spells that increase threat. We are able to do basic tanking, not at endgame, just basic dungeon tanking and stuff like that, group tanking. But we can do tanking, damage dealing, casting and healing, so we can do a bit of everything, which typically means we're not the best at any of them. But the shaman is a really good healer, a raid healer or group healer, because later on you get chain lightning, which chain healing, which does AoE healing, and it's very well used. And I've done all the raids in Classic with my main, which was a shaman. Right, let me take Rockbiter Weapon and just stick it down on our bar. It lasts for 60 minutes, so we don't have to redo it that often. This person here has got another quest for us.
Strength and honor.
Kill 12 vile familiars. Okay. There's another quest over here. Need to put our gloves on. We have no gloves at all at the moment. Let's put them on. Increases our armor value. You want cactus apples. You remember to stay. They could be found near cactuses, funnily enough. Okay. Right, so cactus apples. Here's a cactus right here. Because I've done this starting area many times, I tend to know where a lot of these stuff are. There's one. Come on, there's 2. Right, we want to head in this roughly direction to go and find our scorpids. Sting of the scorpids. This is not showing us the proper quest tracker. It should this mod should give us levels on there, which is not showing us. Not sure how to get that back to. Can we reset that back to? it doesn't look like we can. Maybe a command to set it back to normal. Routes questing, quest tracker visibility. Low level current quests. Not sure why that's not working. Reset config. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. Undo that. Save that. There we go. That's it fixed. That's it fixed. It tells us level 3 recommended for these quests, level 4 for that one. We're currently level 2. Let me see.
Range.
We should do much more damage now with our mace, now that we've got 29 more attack power. Let's see, Hobo Gamers said video games were a big source of my conflict in my first marriage. My ex-wife hated them. She tricked me through the beginning of buying me a PSP for our first Christmas, bait and switch. Sesame says Blizz took down so many of the private servers I played on, and I'm not a fan of the add-on dependencies. I use very few add-ons, very few, but the questing add-ons are really helpful. Nothing on God's earth could make me go to London again. I managed to stay away for 30 years, says Audu. Rasmo says, I used an add-on to reduce the gamma for Duratar. Used to make my eyes bleed. Oh, really? Sesame says, I'm at 599 videos. I deleted some, but gonna make a supercut of my Series 5 Nobatic challenge for my 600s. Oh, that would be cool. Inspired by Neebs Gaming. Yeah, Neebs Gaming does a lot of the supercut stuff. What says, why delete? This is a copyright. Brutal Legend. Oh, okay. Was this the game they played on Big Bang Theory? I think they did play this game on Big Bang Theory, yes. Right, here's the Scorpids. Let's start. It's a level 3, so it's one level higher than me. It'll be a little bit harder. Bogus has played a few hundred hours and never even did a dungeon. Not sure what I was doing. So certainly the first time I was playing, I didn't really know what I was doing either. And it wasn't until I started getting into Classic and replaying as a hunter that I realised all the massive mistakes that I'd made in my original. Not levelling up my pets, etc. The pets that you have as a hunter, they can all get skills, and you can go and tame other animals to learn that skills, to increase your pets. Didn't do any of that. I just had the same pet going all the way from level 10 all the way through to level like 75 or something before I discovered that you could upgrade your pets. Learned lots of stuff playing Classic that I should have known. Right, there's 2. So these are not guaranteed drops. So we're going to have to kill quite a few of these. Apparently in the original MMOs there was no quests. Even like the one that came out before this game was EverQuest, and EverQuest didn't have any quests in it. And originally the Blizzard devs were not going to be putting quests in this either, until somebody says, well, it makes more sense to give you a quest to go out and kill it, so you get XP from killing stuff. There's my XP, this purple bar along the bottom is my XP bar. When it gets to the end, you get a level up. So if you get a quest that tells you to go and kill stuff, you'll get XP from killing it, and then you'll get more XP when you hand the quest in as well. There are lots of dungeons, and in this Classic Plus there are we've added even more dungeons. Dungeons are fun as long as you get a nice group. If you've got a group of friends or a group of guild members that want to go questing together and do the dungeons together, it's much more fun than just with randoms. Because unfortunately, a lot of randoms in online games. Oh, I'm forgetting about apples. They're not very patient and forgiving, and if you don't do everything exactly right, they tend to get on your back. What I really enjoyed was playing with my guild, That was always good. But we also had a group of us who, I think it was like on a Wednesday, we would level some new characters as a group, and we wouldn't touch those characters any other time other than when we're playing together as a group. So you would log out after the session on the Wednesday night and you just leave it until the next Wednesday. So you were always leveling together. And that was good fun. And it meant if you had a group of 5 and you had a tank and a healer and some DPS, you could go and do a 5-man dungeons as a group together whenever you needed. Ding! Level 3. Again, hit points, mana's gone up. Agility, strength's gone up. There's another cactus there. Get that, what we've got? We've got 6 tails, we've got 3 cactus, 4 cactus. Wake up some lazy peons, that's coming soon. And sure many of you have heard of the Lazy Peons YouTube channel. These are the lazy peons that his channel is named after. And they're hearing constant zugzug. And yes, my lord, the school is growing up. Conan wasn't the first game to have a French truncheon. Well, so the truncheon for those guys isn't really a friendship thing. It's more about waking them up than putting them to sleep. These guys are all actually working at the moment, so they're all good. But there is a quest later on where we have to wake up lazy peons, as Sesame said. Sesame says was also a massive Warcraft 3 player. I played the original Warcraft 1 and 2 is a real-time strategy. Well, 1, 2 and 3 are real-time strategy game. There he goes, he's sleeping, look. RTSs. And then this thing came out. What was it, 2004 it came out? And it was an online RPG MMO. And it required an internet connection to play and a monthly subscription. And it was like, what? And bearing in mind at that time we were still on dial-up internet. It's like, dial-up internet to play a game and we need a monthly subscription. It's like, no chance. And it was many years later before some friends of mine who were playing the game managed to convince me to give it a try. And you could download it and have a 20 level trial to start with. And I was hooked. And then many years of subscriptions later. This being a private server is free to play until it gets shut down by Blizzard, of course. Draz says, in WoW, SOD was playing a Tauren Hunter with Maz Ranch. Waited 3+ hours to find him to tame. So that's one of the rare pets. There's quite a few rare pets. But in Classic, I go over to what's it called? Not the Barrens. Where are we? Down here, over here, Mulgore, and I get a rare lion called the Rake as my pet, and that usually lasts me all the way to level 60. It's the second fastest attack speed in the game. Broken Tooth that you get around level 40, another super rare pet, has got the fastest in the game, but it's much easier to get the Rake. This says, I waited 4 months, and Terrapine I waited 6 months. Loved Beastmaster Hunter. That was the other problem, those super rare ones that you had to be in Beastmaster spec. And typically if you're raiding, you're in Marksman spec. What have I got to do? I need another 2 scorpions. I've got all the apples. Any more scorpions around? These are vile familiars up here. one. Oh, scorpions are starting to respawn. Let's get you. Here's next. I spent 6 hours just getting a decent baryonyx the other day. Phobos says, need to hunt a Barry, not looking forward to it. Yeah. Finding high level dinos on the island is not easy. A lot of time is required. It says, I'm still using Anger's guides as a fairly proud art. Hope he's considering making a new guide. Oh, nothing on that one. A warlock with his little demon. Where's all the scorpions? There's a bunch more scorpions over the other side of the area. There's one. Another one over there. Marcus says, checkmate, I'm going to download WoW now after 2 years. Oh dear. Oops. Cactus apples, bet that makes some tasty cider. Yeah, maybe. And Sesame says, no, Marco, it was nice knowing you. Adam Pyro 83, hello, good to see you. Oh, I've now missed that scorpion of it. That undead maze. That undead has come from another whole other part of the map over to this area to level up here. They spawn in an area, actually on another continent. So we are here on Calamore, and they start over here on the Eastern Kingdoms. In Classic, there is only the two areas to start with. The thing with the hunter is it's easy mode after level 10. You can AFK for the most part. 1 to 10 is the hardest part of the hunter. Yeah, once you get your pet, it'll do all the tanking for you. Obviously, when you hit a creature, it runs at you and starts attacking you. And hunters can only fire their bows at range. So you have to then start meleeing them down. But once you've got a pet, you send the pet in and it tanks it at a distance, and then you just hit it. But it does mean you can do special kiting, and you can have get 2 things on the go at once. Adam Powers says, Ruta got back into WoW after not really playing it for a while. Always loved the DK ever since it came out. Not bad DPS, but does make a crap tank. Used to have a priest in our group who would. So during Lich King, when the Death Knight first came out, our guild's main tank was a DK tank. We completed the whole of Lich King, Ice Crown Citadel with Sharky Knots, our DK tank. Right, that's it, 100%, we're done. Right, let's go and hand these in. That'll give us... Oh, that's not going to be enough to get to level 4 though. Okay, so let's do the Vile Familiars. Level 3, and that's where we are at the moment. We need a bit more XP, so we have to go and get some Vile Familiars from around these cave. We'll come back to this cave later on. But they are again a little bit higher level than us. South Park, where they played WoW, was the Make Love Not Warcraft South Park episode is absolutely fantastic. I've got to get 12 of these. Hobos has had a good dungeon group in Rift. I played Rift for a little bit. Sesame says, I miss my guildies from WoW, still talk to many of them since the TBC days. Bacon Bus, you're a Horde guy. I am now. I started off the game as an Alliance. Like I said, my first character was a Night Elf Hunter. And then I had a Night Elf druid and a Draenei shaman. But ever since I went to classic, I went to the horde, and it's been horde ever since. So someday we're going to have a bit of help here. This person here. So we'll be able to get the 12 vile familiars done twice as fast. Which is handy. So when it's a quest like this where you just have to kill so many things, grouping up is helpful because you can get things killed quickly. But when you have to collect something, it's not so useful because you have to kill twice as many of them to collect all the items. Confused Barbarian is here. Hi Troy. God guys, it's been a while since I played WoW. Used to love playing a dwarf hunter or warrior. Okay. Also an alliance person then. Bakebus says, is it just my crappy hearing or is it hard to hear anger over the monster noises when he's fighting? Is that the case? Do I need to turn the game volume down a bit? It's a screeching that drowns him out a bit. We turn it down a little then. But that's 8 done. There's one. There's one there. Fallen well behind in chat. Yeah, the rake pet I got for PvP. DC Weston never got into MMOs. Gaming time is my private time. Right. We could go into the cave. There's some in there as well, amongst other things. Burning Blade Coven. Shami Hagar. Spellstalkers, we're going to have to kill them in a bit as well. There we go. Come on. Right. Oh, he got them. Oh no, that's our guy. So he tagged this guy. Right, I need one more. Uh-oh. Pulled a bunch. I've got no mana. That one down. Here's his health. His health is okay. Oh, party. Is he done? Let me see. Come on, answer me. Come on. Come on, answer me. He's done. Let's get out of here. We'll have to come up. We've got another, I think, 2 quests that are in here. We'll need to collect those quests first. But obviously they're a shaman as well, but they're a troll shaman. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with chat. I just want to get this quest done and want to get out of here, get somewhere safe. Shammy Hagar again.
Inventory is full.
My inventory is full. Can't pick up anything else. Oh, somebody else has pulled that. Say goodbye to them. And we can... on here. Leave party. Oh, I've pulled that one. Right, let's see. Quicker for the undead to get to the orc area than Taurens. So you'd have to get the Zeppelin from outside the city. You can get the Zeppelin over here. Taurens is a bit more of a harder run through the Barrens, which is a higher level area. Let's see. In the right direction, I think I am. So it says, still remember in 2025, it's also the first year of university and we let the PCs overnight to download a movie or a game. Yes. Good old days. I was playing, the Rasmo says, and playing Ultimate Online on an RP shard in 2002. I had to download a 20 megabyte patch for a friend and put it on a disc for him as his dial-up wouldn't remember downloading files on the Reconnect. Lucia says, be wary it doesn't troll you too, Hanger. Boom, tish. Right, first of all, we need to sell off the stuff to empty our bags. Sell that. Junk. That's a quest item, so we'll keep that. Oh, we've got a small black bag. Very, very rare. So that's our first bag upgrade, which gives us an extra 6-slot bag. We can have 4 extra bags added here, and you can get bigger and bigger bags as you go on. There's gloves that are not as good as ours. Get rid of that. Okay. So we can hand in the cactus apples, and we get some special food from them with Ding level 4. So we've got cactus apple surprise. So this food here, if you eat that, it restores 61 health over 18 seconds. So you'll sit down and eat that and your health will increase. But with these, you can do the same thing, but it says if you spend at least 10 seconds eating, you'll become well fed and gain 2 stamina and spirit for 15 minutes. So it gives you an extra buff. So we can get rid of that food, because this food is better, does better heal, same amount of healing, but gives us a buff as well. Right, and then we can go over here and hand in our scorpion tails.
Strength and honor.
There we go. Hand them in. We can choose a cape with 5 armor or a cloth belt for 6. Well, 6 is better than 5. Let's have that. And then we can add our belt on. There we go. We've got a snazzy belt now. Vile familiars I've got to hand in over here.
Greetings.
Right, we get to choose a weapon. So we can get a one-handed. So at the moment we've currently equipped a worn mace, which does 1.1 damage a second. We could have another main hand mace that does 2.1 damage per second. A dagger, but you can see it's red because we don't know how to use daggers yet. You can learn that from a weapons trainer at level 10. You can learn different weapons, but we can't use that just now. We could have a one-handed axe, which are actually good for orcs because orcs have got an advantages with axes. Or we can have a two-handed walking stick or staff, primitive walking stick, which does 2.6 damage a second. So let's use that because that's our best damage. And he wants a medallion from Zurith Fargaze outside of the den. Okay. And stalking the Fellstalkers. We have to kill 10 Fellstalkers. There's another quest over here.
Who you be?
Bring 2 Fellstalker hooves to Kanaga Earthcaller in the Valley of Trials. Okay. And we're level 4, so we can learn Earth Shock from our Shaman Trainer, which is a shock the target with concussive force causing 17 to 19 nature damage. Also interrupts a spell cast and prevents any spell from that school from being cast for 2 seconds and causes medium amount of threat. So we can put that down in our hotbar as well. Where was that? Elemental. Earth Shock level 1. Okay, off we go. Peter Jesses, I like how Warcraft looks. The idea of venturing into the wild sounds awesome, but the subscription every month to play is too much for me. So that's why we're playing on Turtle WoW, which is a free private server. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, if you have a monthly subscription to WoW, you can play the retail or the classic WoW, the authentic original version.
Speak, friend.
Right, so this is the Lazy Peons quest, where we have to use the blackjack on lazy peons when they're sleeping to wake them up. Let's put the blackjack on button 9. You're not sleeping. We're going to head back and do the Fellstalker stuff. Need a drink. Oh. Yeah, let's... Yeah, no, okay. Let me wait here a minute. We found one 6-slot bag. They're quite rare, and that's the main boss of early game is having bag slots. So, with other characters, once I've finished with my 6-slot bag, I send them to a bank character who looks after them for me. Let me see. Marco says there's another good one. Why a gnome cannot be a paladin? Peter says I don't even know there was more versions. Yeah, so this is classic WoW, which is the original game from 2004. But then there was the Burning Crusade, the Wrath of Lichwing, and the retail WoW has it's on maybe the 10th version of the game now. Not sure how many. Vastly different to what we're playing today. But at the time there was no way of playing. Let's see, we're in Orgrimmar, the main city of the Horde here, so there's a lot of people in here, all hanging about getting ready for groups and raids and stuff. It takes a wee while to load in, but if I go to here, I've got a whole bunch of bags. First of all, let me just add that as a friend so it's easier to type it in. I could go send mail, Rhaegar, let's give you a brown bag. Send, let's send you another brown bag. Oh, type that in, Rhaegar, there we go. So we'll send you 2 brown bags, just to slightly increase your bag space. This is the bank. This is my bank character, because you get every character has a bank slot.
What are you looking for?
Where you got this amount of space for bank, and then you can also put extra bags in. You can buy extra bag slots to increase your bag space and store stuff. That's usually not enough for all the stuff that you'll amass, especially when you start crafting. So what I do in here is I just create a level 1 character, run all the way from the Valley of Trials here where we're starting. We'll run along here up through Razor Hill all the way up to Orgrimmar, and then you just park this character outside the bank. There's a mailbox there, there's a auction house just over there straight ahead of us. That's the auction house. There's vendors in here and the bank, so I can send stuff back and forth to my bank character. Log back out. Log back in. It says Undercity is the best city in my... I do like Undercity. It's the home of the undead. Thunder Bluff, the home of the Torrent, is pretty annoying. It's up on bluffs, high up, with all linked together with bridges. An hour wait for mail. So not in this version of the game. There we go. It's here. Oh, I think on retail it's an hour wait between characters. So I now have 2 brown bags, and I can place them down. Gives me more. So I've still got 1 bag slot, and then you can keep increasing those bags to 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 slot bags. So you could have each bag can be a 20 slot bag. I think that's the highest you can get in this version of the game. Right. We have lazy peons to find. We have spell stalkers to find. And we have a burning blade medallion to find. I'm going the wrong way. It's this way. In that up there. We've still got 29 minutes on our buff. There's a sleeping peon. Can I get to him before he wakes up? Quick, quick, quick. There is no sprint in this game. But Shaman do have a Ghost Wolf ability at level 20. You turn into a Ghost Wolf, and that makes you go faster. Wake him up with the... Come on, up you get. There you go. Okay, I'll get back to work. Work. There's those 2. Alright, so we have to fight our way into the cave. Let's use 2 lightning bolts. And then we'll shock them with Earth Shock. Oh! Oh, of course, walking stick. We need to have a walking stick. The problem is, so there are weapon skills in this. You can see here, so at our current level of 4, the max weapon skill is 20. And to get the best chance to hit something, you have to be at max weapon skill. Staves are currently at 1 of 20. So we have to use our stave to learn how to use it and get our weapon skill up. So let's do that. We also need to put Rock Biter on it as well. You can see that stave's gone up by 2 to 3 to 4. Right. You. Come on. When you're at like a max level, like level 300, and or 300 level weapon skill, and you get a new weapon, you have to level up from 1. It takes a long time. Because you'll go miss, miss, miss. What's that? It's at 13 already. Luckily we only have to get it up to 20, so it's not too bad. DC Weston's got to go, no problem, thank you very much. Smash the like button gently, nice one. Auto run is an RSI lifesaver indeed, so numlock is auto run in this game. Oh! The giveaway has completed. It's after 9 o'clock. And Darek88 won the Jewel of the West DLC. Congratulations, Darek88. Now the problem is I have to I have to do the next giveaway, but everything will respawn if I stand about here, so I need to get somewhere safe. Over here should be safe enough. But as I said earlier on, I forgot to keep speaking about the giveaway, so...
Not that kind
Oops.
of orc.
The next giveaway is a bizarre item code giveaway. There's another sleeping one over there. Let's get that one while we're here. So that can be won by people on PC and console. Right, let me quickly get that set up. Let me see. That there, and go here, and go create a giveaway. It's Conan Exiles. What is it? A bizarre set. And spell bizarre. And so it's an in-game code, so anybody can use it. And we'll do that to 9:55, so it's done before the end of the stream, and that is going to go into giveaways, and we've got to save the giveaway. Save this time, and it is for the Vendayan Treasure Hunter set. So I guess that's a skin for the elephant. We've got some armor sets and some various other. I think that's. I'm not sure if that's a. Oh, I'm not actually sure what those things on the right are. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, I have. Oh no! I need to. Can I edit that set? Edit, because there's not one winner. There's two. Save giveaway. Hopefully that's updated. 2 winners. Yes, there we go. So 2 people can win that set. So there'll be 2 winners at the end. Again, go over to Discord, go into the giveaway channel, hit the button, free to enter. You can win that set. Hopefully some people will get the use out of that. Right, let's put that back to here, and then we can switch that off so everybody can see what's going on. Okay, right, back to the game, and the peon has went back to sleep again.
Not that kind of orc.
I'm not that kind of orc. Work. Right, that's all 5 done. Okay, so that's that quest done. So back to the Fell Stalkers. And leveling up our new staff. A very basic stick at the time. Vendayan is the Indian analogue. I'm mainly East Indian myself. Ah, okay. Yep, congrats everybody. Congrats from everybody to Derek. Nice one. Cool. Right. Oh, somebody's died, look. So later on I will have the ability to resurrect people. I can't do that now. Also, Shaman have a ability. They're the only people who can resurrect themselves. If there's a wipe in a dungeon or a raid, you can actually resurrect yourself and then start resin everybody else. Very handy utility. There's somebody else who's died. To you. Right, what is our staffs at now? Staffs at 18, 19 now, so okay, we're back up level again. Right. We need to do these. Do that. There it goes. Right, so to get the medallion, we have to go all the way around. Round here. I wonder if this person would like to join party. I guess not. He's attacking them for me. That's nice of him. Right, I've got my 2 hoofs and I've got 3 out of the 10 fell stalkers. Oh, line of sight. So he is they are attacking stuff with me, but they're not joining my party. Try that again. No. Oh, it's a hardcore character, so he's not allowed to join. Oh yeah, still alive. But they're not allowed to join party with anybody. It's part of the hardcore rules. But they're just following along. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's the boy we want to get the medallion. Here. My mana is now low.
It's too far away.
It's too far away. That guy is a warlock. You can tag your rock, I'll get the respawn. Right. We'll hang about and wait for him to respawn and we'll help. Come on, respawn. Since the last time we played Shami was before Wrath of the King. So the first time I played a Shami was during Wrath of the King. But when Classic, the actual official Blizzard Classic came out, that was my main. Also called Rhaegar from Renov. These are respawning now, which means the boss will respawn very shortly. We'll need 5 more fell stalkers. Taking its time. Must have overslept. That's a troll warlock. Because you know he's a warlock because he's got this little demon pet. At level 10 he gets a bigger blue pet that's his main tank. This is just a damage dealing thing and a buffer. And they basic thing is they do dots. Lots of corruption and flame dots. See, there he goes. Right, you tag him. He gets the kill, so it's greyed out. Oh, there's a fell stalker. Bows before me. Little does he know that he's on YouTube. Right, these haven't respawned yet. Respawns over here though. Says me once we can do the dancing note. Oh. The orc dance. Oh, there's a fell stalker respawned. Let's deal with that first. Every race and each sex of the race have a different dance in the game. Okay, that's 7. That'll be 8 over there. Take you out. There's 2 or 3. Yeah, there's quite a lot of. If you mean by fellstalkers, there's quite a lot of. Almost every second creature is a fellstalker in this cave. There should be 2 on the way out. So, as long as nobody else has killed them, we'll be able to get them on the way out. There's 1 over there. Spark, flex. And of course...
For the Horde!
For the Horde. Get you out of range. Okay. Oh, we've got another level, so it's now up to 25, so we're leveling up our staves up to 25 now. Oh, so we're level 5 already. And there's the last one. How do you play WoW Classic? I bought WoW when it first came out. I tried it, free version, but it did not interest me. So, you would need to go, if you want to play the official version, you would need to go and get yourself a 1-month subscription to WoW. And if you do that, that allows you to play either Classic or the current retail game. Or, this is on Turtle WoW, so this is a private server, which is free if you want to do that, but you have to understand that although this private server has been going for a long time, many years, it is possible that it could get shut down by Blizzard. So a bit of a gamble for you, but it's possible to do that. Right, so we're heading back. There is another mission or quest to pick up just over here. You can just see the marker. I first heard about private servers. I didn't know they were a thing until it actually hit the news that a massive private server, that there was nothing available officially from Blizzard to be able to do it. This guy's been poisoned. We've got to go and kill Sarkoth and bring his claw back to Hanzua. So we've got to go up here. That black one up there is Sarkoth. Yeah, it was on the news that this giant private server called Nostralius, that was a Blizzard-like level XP standard vanilla server, was getting shut down by Blizzard. They had a cease and desist order, and it was a huge thing. It hit the news worldwide, and there was lots of petitions and stuff like that for it. And I didn't even know there was such a thing as private server until that got shut down. But then after a quick search, there is loads of private servers, but a lot of them have got they've got cash shops. They're really sketchy, that you can buy all your loot and have like 10 times XP to get high leveling and stuff. But I found a few that were Blizz like 1 times XP with no cash shops. Okay, he's dead, but we have to take that back to the boy in the den, which is shortcut this way. So I've played on quite a few different private servers over the years, and eventually Blizzard actually caught on that there is actually a need for it. People want to play this version of the game. So, what was it? 2019, maybe 2020. It was round about COVID, because it was while COVID was on that I did my hardcore raiding stuff. There we go. Take the shortcut down into here. Uh-oh, I've got stuck. There we go. We're out. Yeah, they started their official Blizzard Classic servers. So the guarantee is that they'll keep them running. They'll always be running. You don't have to worry. Oh, I got another bag. Oh, well, there we go. We've been quite lucky with the bags. Right, that's the medallion that needs to get handed in. So let's put that in another bag. There's the hooves that have to get handed in. Excuse me. And Jack. Okay, that's everything handed in there. So yeah, if you pay your money, you'll have a guaranteed server that will always play on, or you can go the free version, but that could get shut down. Right, fell stalkers. We can get the boots. Can't wear the male ones. The boots will give us 33 armor. So let's put them on. Burning blade. Add that. We get. Let's see. We can get dust cover leggings, which are 29 armor, which we'll take that because our current ones are 14. And watch what we go for. Come on, get out here. Let's turn around. So there's what we're wearing right now. We put on the dust cover leggings. We've got little green shorts. So cool. Right, you got another quest, sending us to Senjin Village. Okay, that means we're finished in here, but we've got one more quest to hand in over here. Do mods like Bagnon work on this out? So there's a whole bunch. This actually uses a slightly modified client, but there is a whole on the Turtle WoW webpage. There's a whole mod section where you can get all the different mods that will work in this client, and there is lots of bag related. It might not be Bagnon itself. For those who don't know, Bagnon turns this individual bags into one great big bag. But you'll definitely have there'll definitely be bags mods. Right, we have to go back in that cave one more time and get the guy's pick, but it's right at the door, so it won't take long. So aren't we looking cool? We've got a tiny little scrap of leather. Oh, it's. I thought. Oh no, we didn't. We got a belt. We haven't got a. That is a mantle shirt. That gives us no armor whatsoever. We've got some boots. We've got some shorts. We've got a belt and some gloves. So we'll gear up eventually. We're saying, yeah, you need to create an account on their page, the private. So you go to the Turtle WoW page. You can create an account to log in. You can download the client and any mods that you so wish. Esme says, save thousands of dollars, never spent any money on private servers. Yes, exactly. Oh, somebody's been in and cleared these out. That troll's still lying dead in the corner. Oh, this is nice. We don't have to fight our way in. Wonder if we can get in here and out before the respawn. So there's the pickaxe just there. I remember on Classic launch day there was an image of like hundreds of people queuing in a line here to pick up this. You pick it up, then you have to wait for a while. The next person in the queue could pick it up once it respawns. But there was, yeah, hundreds of people in a big line queuing to pick up that pick. The joys of fresh launch when you've got literally thousands of people all in the initial starter zone at the same time, all trying to compete for the same mobs. Oh look, they've started respawning. Vishnuck says he was one of them. On quests like that, I tend not to bother. If it's pick up that one thing, Because the time it takes you to queue and get that one item, you could just carry on and you'll get XP quicker from other... Oh, somebody's selling the pattern for moon cloth bags for 59 gold. I currently have 4 silver and 98 copper. Gold is really hard to come about in the classic WoW. Just to have the money, that I can't remember what it is now, like 30 gold or 40 gold to buy your first mount at level 40. You have to do some real saving. Being careful with what you're spending to have enough money. Do these free servers with cash shops ask for donations, I guess, or just generous? So ones like this, they do have a cash shop, but it's for like cosmetic items, and they do have donations. Because obviously they still have servers to pay for and developers to pay for and stuff like that. Right, let's hand this in. Fellstalker Hoof. Excellent. Your success shows you are prepared. All of the elements, Earth represents the foundations of all things. It is your strength, your stamina, and your patience. Earth will protect you, but you only shown the proper respect. Like the other elements, even Earth can be fickle. Earth is the basis for life, and by observing its laws, you will gain greater wisdom. Never forget the secret Earth shares with you. I shall make a sapta for you now. By accepting it, you'll realize your path. Blah. Seek out the spirit rocks southwest of here. It's found at the end of the hidden path. Drink your sapta there, and well, you shall see. Find the spirit rock and drink the earth sapta. So this is the first shaman quest. We go shaman call to earth, and this is the quest to go and get our first totem. Shaman have totems: an earth one, a fire one, a wind one, and a water one. And there are quests throughout your leveling process to go and get them. So we've got some hand-ins to do. So we're going to be level 6. Normally you're out of here at level 5. Okay, we'll get a vest. Not brilliant, but let's put that on. Let's go to the hidden path. Without prior knowledge, you'd have to very carefully read the description of the quests to try and find out. There's somebody on auto run, look. Just running into a rock. Yeah, you'd have to very carefully read the quest text to find out where you need to go. But because I've done this on several occasions, I know that here is the hidden path. This is an area that of the Valley of Trials that you would never normally really come into. There we go, discover the hidden path. So we follow the path. Up we go. Up here. The hobo do okay, yeah. Dragon's Bane Horde, camping, Goldtooth, griefing alliance back in original HC was good times. It says to me, oh, shaman quests were fun. Yeah, this one is very easy. The level 10 fire quest was real fun. And then I think at level maybe is it 20 you get the, I can't remember if it's water or air you get next, but it's the massive quest. It takes ages to complete, going back and forth across the different continents. Right, we've discovered this big tablet. So if we take the sapta that he gave us, allows the shaman to see elemental spirits. So let's take that. And oh look, we can see a stone spirit, a minor manifestation of earth. So let's talk to it. Ah, Rhaegar, pleased is the earth you have here. Bound together in body and spirit, you will go forward knowing that the mountains are your strength, the plains your patience, and the world itself your essence. Standing before the earth humbly is all that is required of you to pass this rite. But others are not so passive. They may be chaotic and even violent. But such as the nature of elements, dual natures oppose one another. You must come to learn these things intricately. Complete the quest. Okay, we're dinged level 6. Take this rough quartz from me and bring it to Kanaja Earthcaller as proof of our meeting. He will craft a totem for you, and this pebble will be at the heart of it. As small as it may seem, you will come to find that size does not matter, and even the smallest of things can outlast many others. Be patient, Rhaegar. Remain strong and seek wisdom. This is what Earth asks of you. In the end, you shall become one with the Earth. Respect as it shall respect you. Bring the rough quartz to Kanaja. In the Valley of Trials, we will learn a stone skin totem and our Earth totem. Okay. Bye. Bye, little elementals. There we go. Super easy. Run back. I think there's maybe actually a shortcut that you can jump off the cliff, but I've probably missed it. So you're actually looking into another zone. That is Ratchet over there. A gnome town. It's in the Barrens, so you can see it across the map. This is the Barrens here, and that's a Ratchet just across there, where you can get the boat across to the other continent. You visit there around about level 15 or so. Right, down here. Druid form crests were a nightmare in Classic as well. Yeah, so the Druid class uses they change into forms of animals. I think the first one you get at level 10 is the bear quest. So your bear is your tank form. You turn into a bear. Then at level 20 I think you get your cat form, which is your melee damage. Then a bit later on you get your swimming form, it's like a seal type thing you turn into, so you can swim. Right, let's see. Blah blah blah. You have the stone of the earth give you. I will give you a totem as promised. If not, then be gone. Okay, here you go. There you go. Take this earth totem and scroll to teach you your first ability. There we go. So we've learned stone skin totem, and we've received our earth totem. So unfortunately, we need to carry. We'll have to use bag slots to carry our totems. We'll have 4 totems altogether: the earth, fire, water, and wind. And let me just go to interface and go to advanced. Let's have a toolbar on the bottom left and bottom right. And we've got some extra toolbars now here, and stone skin totem. So we've only got 1 stone. You'll end up getting loads of different stone totem spells, fire totem spells, but we've only got 1, so we'll place it there now. So that gives us a buff of, let's see, what does it say at the bottom? It says summons a stone skin totem which will protect party members within 30 yards, reducing melee damage taken by 4 and lasts for 2 minutes. So if we pop that down, he places a stone skin totem, and now we get a buff reducing damage, and anywhere within 30 yards of that we'll get it, and anybody who's in our party will get it too. Okay. Thousand Needles had a cool shaman quest. Ratchet, neutral, so many memories. Yeah, so it's a neutral town, so both Horde and Alliance can be in there. Let's hand in the pick, get some money, more XP, and off we go. We're leaving the Valley of Trials, out into the big bad world. Why have we still got 1 quest there? There's someone else's totem. Earth Dancer, but you see we're not getting a buff from it because it's not ours and we're not in the party with him. 25. So level 6, so yeah, we're nowhere were we able to go and get to level 10 in. If you follow sort of speedrunners, there's loads of speedrunner things going on for this game. The speedrunner meta has changed. It always used to be a hunter was always the fastest speedrunner, but when Classic came out it changed to mages, Mages can do AoE spells. They can slow people with ice spells and then do AoE spells. And they were able to kite massive groups of mobs together, slow them all down, and then take them all down with their blizzard spells. So they were able to level really quick. I think it's about 5 days is the speed record now. But playing it at normal level, it's got to take about 9 days to do it. Bring the bird in Razor Hill, so that's on the map. That's up that way, but we have a quest to go down here to Senjin Village, so let's go down here. These signposts point the way. Look, Senjin Village, Razor Hill, the Den. So if you don't know where you're going, they can be helpful. Mark Santos, just dropping by to say hello and drop a like. Hope you're having a great stream. Yeah, thanks Mark. Good to see you. Hope all's going well. Senjin Village to learn herbalism. That's one of the quests, what do you call them? Crafting skills that you can learn. And for a shaman, it's actually a really good one. These are the mounts. So this is where trolls get their mounts from. You get these ones here. You got a green one, a purple one, and a blue one. And then at level 60, and for a lot more money, that's at level 40, these ones, the first speed mount. But then you've got these ones that have got armour on it. These are epic mounts that travel faster. And you need to be level 60, and they're like 1,000 gold, so you need a lot of gold to do them. Right, let's pick up some quests. That one. This is the one we've got to hand in to Master Gadrin.
How you doing, man? Okie dokie.
And he's got 3 quests to pick up. So Zalazane, which is level 10, so it's orange because that's really difficult for us at the moment. Report to Orgnil in Razor Hill.
See ya later.
And Mnisha's Skull,
Later.
which is level 9, also a bit hard for us.
What's beyond your mind?
Master Vornal, bring attacked eyes and vials, that's available to us. And there's another one up here.
What you want?
Bring Durotar Tiger Fur. Okay, a whole bunch of quests to do. Only real one is... Well, even that's level 7, which is higher than us, but Solvent Spirit we could do. That's an alchemist, so you can have... It probably doesn't show you on here. Each player can have 2 crafting skills. There's like which are crafting or gathering skills, which are leather working, alchemy, blacksmithing, etc. Now, blacksmithing, you'll need to have mining, so you can mine ores. Alchemy, you need to have herbalism, so that you can gather herbs. Can't remember where they are. Herbalist, there's where you learn herbalist. And alchemy over there. Leather working, you need skinning to skin leathers. And then there is also fishing, cooking and first aid, which are 2nd level skills that everybody can have all 3 of those. Right, let me see if I can sell stuff off.
Relax.
So on my hunter, I would tend to go leather working, and on my shaman, I tend to go alchemy. Right, sell that. That's a burden. Let's put my healing pot over here, but I'll put it on there, so it's on my bar if I need it. Right, let's go to Razor Hill. So, fishing is really important for a shaman healer, because a max level fishing area could get you night fin fish. I can't remember exactly what they're called. And you link that with cooking, and you could cook night fin soup, which was a huge mana regen bonus food buff. So, like I was saying, that when I was doing raiding, I was spending several hours a week fishing for night fins, which can only be caught at night time, funnily enough, and in certain specific zones, and with max level fishing. And then once you had them, you could cook them up into nightfin soup, and then have some from a raid and sell some on the auction house to make a little bit of gold as well. So I spent a lot of time fishing and cooking work well together, because all the fish that you catch while learning fishing, you cook them, and it levels up your cooking. Also handy if you're a hunter, because you have to feed your pets, so that fish could then be fed to your pets to keep them happy and healthy. Hated that only agility food could be caught in the winter. Yeah, there's even... Because there was also, as well as the nightfin soup, there was sunfish that did something. There's stuff that could only be caught in winter, some stuff that could only be caught in summer. So you basically had to... If the food of your buff was a winter food, you had to get a load of it in winter and then keep it in your bank enough to keep you going throughout the whole of summer. Because you couldn't get any more. Oh, is that somebody else dead? Next to Scorpid, level 6 Scorpid. Oh, it resisted it. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Get it again. Got ya. Fishing is also the easiest, cheapest way to level up cooking. Yep, exactly. Pull that one. I will take it away for you. First aid up the stairs. Yeah, there are. I don't have. You'll collect cloth off of mobs, human mobs particularly, which you can then turn into bandages. So you'll have cloth bandages, then silk bandages, then heavy silk bandages, mage weave bandages, rune cloth bandages, which they're handy to have, but I've got healing abilities as a shaman, so I can heal myself, but if you've got no mana, you can't cast a healing spell, so being able to just bandage yourself up is also a bit of a boost. Winter Squid, Grisnat thinks it was called. Only available in the winter months. That could be true. Wool. Oh yeah, missed out wool. So it's cloth, then wool, then silk. Right, here we go. This is Razor Hill. So we've got hand in here. Oh! Bombed out the server. Didn't want them to speak to me. Uh-oh. Oh, I should have checked if there was server maintenance going on today. Oh, there should have been a message though. Oh dear. Disconnected. Try that again. There we go, back in again. Weird. Let's see where we are. Out of Death remembers that screen with the portal. Oh, we're still here. Okay. Classic experience. Right, that's better. You have something to report? Well, let's have it.
For the Horde!
So he's giving me the quest Dark Storms. That's also a later on quest, level 12, so it's red. Basically saying don't do that at the moment. Garthok.
What do you need?
Encroachment. Kill Razormane. Okay. And vanquish the Betrayers. Kill Kultaras Sailors. Okay, that is actually the next one we need to do. But we also have Peon's Burden to hand in here. So, you may have also heard of the Blizzard card game called Hearthstone, and it gets its name from this here. This is your Hearthstone, and this is your like summon back to an area. So at the moment, it is going to summon us back to Durotar, the valley that we just spawned in. But you can get that reset. It says, speak to an innkeeper in a different place to change your home location. So if we speak to him, we can make this inn your home.
Strength.
This will set Razor Hill to your new home, accept, and now Razor Hill. So wherever we are in the world, if we click on that, it'll teleport us back to the inn here at Razor Hill. So we can go out adventuring, go to the other side of the world, and click on that and get teleported back here. In Classic, it only works once an hour, but as a shaman, you get an ability called Astral Recall a bit later on that gives you a second one that gives you, so you can get it every half hour. Right, let's hand in the quest. There's the burden. Click that. Here we have to choose bread or water. We'll take water.
Go forth to victory.
We've got food. Water gives us mana regen. This guy's got a quest for armoured scorpids that's going to give us a bunch of healing potions. A couple of quests over here. This is very much a quest hub. This guy, expedition supplies, gather expedition supplies, okay, and second wave, slay expedition scouts and commandos in, okay, another quest. This guy here.
What do you need?
Wants to take a package to a port town northeast of here, which is that's something that's been added in as part of the Classic Plus. That wasn't in original. Right, so the quest we want to do now is to go back to here and do the Kulturas Marines, but there is another quest that is involving the same place up on top of that hill. So we may as well go and get that at the same time. This is what orcs get. These are wargs, or wolves. This is our orc mounts. So these are standard mounts, then you'll get armoured ones that are the elite ones later on. This guy wants us to get some eggs and work for food, chunks of boar meat. Okay. I think you can learn cooking off of him. Do we have any boar meat? We don't. That is a quest item, so we'll move that out of the way. Just sold that off. Right, we need to roll round to get up to that bit up there. It's a level 6, so let's start getting our boar meat. Says we say, got a Legend of Shem co-op with a lady today, got to be a builder, have a good stream. Well, thanks Sesame, good to see you. Enjoy. Krishnak says, I was never a fan of Hearthstone. I had an in-game friend who abandoned WoW and never left Hearthstone though. Yes, I've played it a little bit, but yeah, it's just not for me. These card games are just not for me. But I used to work with somebody who used to spend a fortune on buying card packs for that game, which I just didn't understand, but each to their own. Two boar meat. So we've got to go up that tower.
It's too far away.
Too far away. Going the long way up. There is a shorter way up. It's the only way I ever knew to get up here. If there is a shorter way, that would be very disappointing. Next to the fence. Watch my health. My health's down to 67. There we go. So let's heal. Oh. We've got a DC again. That's taken way too long. Way too long. Yep. Weird. Don't normally have this issues. Don't know if it's server issues or whether it's my connection. What are we saying? This is what I'm used to, crashing. So it's asking me to pick what server. Okay, there we go. Blizzard or DDoS and then maybe. Well, my health's back to maximum. Right, up this tower. Get a quest from here. Up we go. I think it's right up at the top. Yep. And there it is.
Blood.
So he wants us to go. And Rizal wants the watchtower to get. We want to get 8 canvas scraps. Okay. Right. Next to the fence, you see. Get up here? Oh, look at that. Oh no, that's a drop down. Can you get... Oh, look at that. All these years I didn't know you could get up there. Well, thank you for that. Learn something new literally every day. Right, off we go. We have to go down to a castle just over here. See, the wind is blowing up the sand. You do actually get interesting weather effects in this game. Wind blowing up the sand and get rain and snow. That broken castle over there is where we're going. Nusher is away. Thanks for another great stream. Thank you. And remember the giveaway. Yep, we've got 3 minutes for the bizarre item giveaway. You've got 3 minutes to get across the Discord if you want the PC and because it's in-game code, so it's PC and console for the Verganian Treasure Hunter set. Right, these are the dudes we need to fight. These are sailors, and then there's armored dudes that are the Marines. So these are humans, so they'll come and attack us, but after they get to a certain health, they'll start running away, and you have to kind of chase after them. So we've got 1 scrap, and we've got 1 sailor. We've also got to get Lieutenant Benedict, who's up in the top of that tower.
I'm out of range.
Take you out. We're not in that bad a deal that we need to put our totems down yet.
I need a target.
Need a target. There's your target. Get a bit closer. Always learning, exactly, Troy. Every day is a school day. Right, let's try heal again. Oh, that's better. That's what heal should do. Dragon's Bane says, oh my god, boys, got the torch of the Red Mother on your first try. Grats, dude. I can't say I've ever got it on the first try, but well done. Any chests about? These are all sailors. Where are all the Marines? There's a Marine.
I'm out of range.
Take him out. Grats Dragonbane, you have the name too, indeed. These guys are all running. See if we can get a group, because there's the boss at the top. If we can get a group, we can get the boss all together. Group. There's already in a group. they're way outside. Okay, never mind. Go upstairs. See who's in here. Oh, another corpse. Right, see if we can get you on your own. So two together. Oh. This is, we're going to pull two of them at the same time here. So let's drop our pull him. Let's go for the big guy first. Lieutenant. We're fighting two of them now. Gonna have to get him down as fast as we can. Right, he's now running away. Thank that guy. Right. And I think we got a key off of him. We did. So that is upstairs. Get you.
Let's not ready yet. I can't cast that.
Why is he not fighting? There we go. Come on. Take him out. Don't run away. Down he goes. Key for this chest up here. Something healed me. Oh, I'm still getting the buff from the totem downstairs. Right, when you pick up the items out of there. Didn't work. Let's pick it up again. We should get another quest item. Aged envelope, but it spawns a guard. Oh, I got stunned. He stunned me. Bobo's Augustian anger got me wanting to start a tune on the server. Bulwark is away. Good to see you, Bulwark. Thanks, mate. There we go. Now, so in that chest we got this aged envelope, which gives us a quest, which we have to take to Razor Hill. There we go. Servant, armor, cloak. We don't have a cloak, so let's put that on. Canvas scraps, that's our quest item. And there we're starting to pick up linen cloth, which we can use for bandages. Or tailoring. Okay, well, we have the end of our giveaway. And the two people who won the item are Swamp, How Do Gaming, and Bourbon86X. You both get a set of the Verdanin Treasure Hunter set from the Bazaar code. So I will sort you out with that code as soon as this stream has come to an end, and it's 1 minute to 10, so I guess the stream is going to come to an end. So that is an introduction to World of Warcraft Classic. As I say, it's probably my favourite game of all time. I've probably got much more hours in this than over all the different servers I've played than any other game I've ever played in my life. But that's going to be it for today. So thank you everyone who's joined us tonight, both in the chat. Always great to see all the people in chat. Anybody lurking in the background, that's also good. Thank you very much. I want you all to have a great what's left of your weekend, Have a great week coming forward. And we're going to have to do something else next Sunday. So there's going to be a couple of polls happening this week to decide what we're going to do next Sunday and Sundays going forward, because that's going to be the last of the random favourite streams. But that'll come to the polls in the chat of the post section of the YouTube channel, and I want you to get all voting on it, and we'll see what we're out playing next weekend. But for now, thanks very much everybody. Good night.